Hi everyone! Welcome to another episode of COTTyard Revelations, where we get to know the people of our parish better. Today, we have a very special guest here with us. He's none other than Brother Francis! Hi brother! Welcome.
Everybody. Thank you for having me.
Brother Francis is a fourth-year seminarian that has been serving in our parish the past year. Brother Francis, can you tell us more about why seminarians like yourself are attached to a parish?
So actually, attachment to a parish is part of our formation actually. You cannot just study and then you become a priest, but actually it's also through living out the relationship with the people of God, putting what we learn into practice, and to learn to live a life as a priest. The attachment is also important for our own discernment journey. The discernment doesn't actually stop when we join a seminary. It doesn't mean you are in a seminary, it means you will confirm be a priest. So actually living in a parish and trying to integrate and learn everything, you also are seeing for yourself, hey, can I live this life?
I see.
Yep.
Well, it's been a privilege to have had you around with us for the past year. I hope nobody bullied you. When is your last day with us here?
25th December.
Christmas!
Yes.
It's 2 weeks away. Okay, let us get to know you more. Let's start with level 1. Pick a card.
Okay.
Do you have a secret talent and what is it?
I don't know if it's a talent but I like to make my own coffee. So I grind my own beans and then I try to brew my own coffee Yeah. So I think I do enjoy that a lot. Little hobby that I do. Yeah.
Okay, so can we make an appointment
Sure.
for a coffee brewing session?
You say left 2 weeks we see how.
Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
make an appointment. You'll be very busy. What is your favorite food?
Alright, this question is a very special one because I have no cravings. So I have no special food that I love a lot.
Your favorite food?
Yeah, I don't have.
Your favorite food?
I don't have cravings.
Wonton mee? Pork katsudon?
Yes, everything is okay. really, I'm okay with everything.
Okay, like when you came out of NS, what's the first thing you wanted to eat?
My mom's cooking.
Okay. Go, auntie. Please pick a card.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm definitely an introvert. It's hard for me to talk to people actually. I have to tell myself what it means, the objective of it. Yeah, but I need to spend some time alone every day. Yeah.
Okay, so you do spend quality time with yourself, but you also make an effort to be with others.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
16-year-old self, Sec 4. Don't play so much computer games, my goodness, I was so addicted to games. I spend more time with that inhuman machine than with my family and with my friends. Yeah, goodness me.
When do you feel most alive and what makes you feel this way?
Most alive. To be honest, I feel most alive when I'm with the people of God. Even though I'm an introvert, but being with them, I see the joy they bring to me as well. Just the presence of being with them alone fills me with a lot of joy.
Model answer. Alright, let's move on to level 2. We will touch on your journey here in COTT.
Alright.
Pick a card.
Level 2. Let's go.
Yes. Do you have a word or phrase to describe the people of COTT?
Wow. Generous, very generous. More in terms of their service, their time in the service. Yes.
What are you most grateful for in your time spent here?
Wow. Firstly, all the experiences here this year has been really very beautiful for me. Right? And this is such a unique parish, the youngest parish in Singapore. Right? So there are a lot of things that actually we are still working towards. The amount of things that goes behind the scenes, so much learnings for me actually to see, to be part of, to learn. It's such a gift all these beautiful experiences. Something that also I really enjoy in this parish is the community dimension of the priests. The 3 priests, they work together very, very closely. Actually, the meetings where we have is the most beautiful that I've experienced also. And it's so nice to have this fellowship every day, to be able to share our life, to laugh together. Yeah, besides just talking about work also. Yeah, I think I really enjoy the bond with the priests. Yeah, I think it encourages me a lot that the priesthood is not only one that is by myself, but with fellow priests. The last one, I think actually is the volunteers, like all of you, and the staff. One thing that touched me the most is not only their selflessness, but the joy they bring when they serve. It really radiates this joy to me as well, that I'm so encouraged that, wow, these people really serve with their heart. So I think these are my, I guess, 3 or 4 things that I'm really, really, really grateful for this year.
It's nice that you've observed so much, and it's good that you're there to experience, which you might not have in another parish. Thanks so much for sharing.
Sure, yeah.
Pick another card.
Alright, cool. Shaped me. Firstly, I think learning and seeing that even breaking my own misconceptions of the priesthood, of what a priest has to do. Maybe at the start I always thought like, in a way it's still true, like the priest makes the decision, but yet at the same time he doesn't make decisions by himself. Yeah, so I think really seeing Father Alphonsus making the decisions with the other 2 priests, and also with like he set up many different communities, right? That he asked for advice especially, and it's so important that because I don't know everything. I think for me that is like a huge struggle that I face. Like, I have like so many things to do. How am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to do, right? But then with seeing that, okay, actually, I'm not alone. It calms me down and it helps me to see that, okay, it's not as lonely as it would be, and that there are many people that God will send my way. Especially, when Father wanted to start many new ministries, right? And then in my heart, I was thinking, where are we going to find these people? Where are they going to come from? Everybody is in so many ministries. But he just prayed, and really people just come from, I don't know where, it's really amazing. That really inspires me a lot. The importance and fundamental of prayer first, right? If he really asks that this has to be done, he will also provide. All he asks is to trust in him. Yeah, I think that's a huge part that I've grown also, learning to trust in God, learning to see things from his point of view instead of my point of view.
What were some of the challenges you faced while serving here?
A huge bulk of the year, I think, in facing like the many constraints, limitations, especially resources, and even my lack of knowledge of processes and things, right? Then there's a lot of like frustration that I feel within me. Like, hey, is this really what we should be doing right now? Or like when something happens, the building problem or finance problems or like whatever else, how do we do it? Yeah, and sometimes in my heart there's so much uncertainties and so much difficulties that I carry it with me all the way, and I just like, wow, what do I do? Maybe I'm a guy that wants to help to solve things if I can immediately, but I also realize not everything can be solved like a math problem, right? But like some things have to be lived through, have to be struggled through, and to be able to see the direction of God through the struggles also. So every month I meet my spiritual director. So whenever I share all this with him, he shares something that's very profound and very deep. Like he just look at me with gentleness and love and just ask me, brother, how much do you trust God? It's like, what? How much do I trust God? Maybe I know in my head, but how do I live it out, right? It's very difficult, right? To learn to trust God that he's the one that is holding everything in place. He's the one that is the start and the beginning, right? And the end of all the plans. And I've seen that happen really so many times. Every time I see it, I'm just like, oh God, okay, okay, I trust you. But then something else happened, then I'm like, oh, this is very difficult. How? In this also, it gives me an insight into how even our priests prays, right? How much trust they have in God in the midst of uncertainty. Something I'm still trying to learn. Yeah, so it is actually the main struggle I faced this whole year, learning how to trust in God. But it's only like brought up a lot more through all the nitty-gritties and struggles that the parish faces. Yeah, so I'm really learning a lot through this struggle.
What will you miss most about COTT?
Wow, I think
5. At least 5 things.
At least 5 things. Wow, hey, just now say never bully me.
Okay.
Okay. I try. I try.
Okay.
Of course, definitely there are more than 5. Okay, of course, firstly, I think the relationship with the priest. I'm like the beloved son, with like the father and the grandfathers, and like just taking care of me every day, and being there for me, supporting me. I feel very loved, very fathered, very cared for by them. I will definitely miss also the volunteers and the staff. Very joyful, I think, to work together with them, to work together towards trying our best for the parish, right? Listening and being together with them. Yeah, what else?
The condominium upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, I also enjoy really being with the youth, the young adults, to like help them to see that God really loves them. Yeah, how do they experience that in their lives, in their current stage of life where there's so much distractions and difficulties and challenges. So I just appreciate the time together with them and their energy, their desire also to serve God in their own ways, their gifts and talents. It's a joy really to be with them. Okay.
One more.
One more as in what?
One more thing you will miss.
Oh, one more thing I will miss. One more thing I will miss.
No, one more thing, anything.
Wow. Okay, I know.
Okay.
I'll definitely miss the children. So I teach 2 catechism classes this year. It's also very beautiful experience with all of them. Maybe after Mass, sometimes the family members talk to me. It's quite nice to see or maybe their siblings also. I think family touches me a lot. Yeah, here.
What are your hopes and wishes for COTT?
I feel like my hope is really to see more people coming back, for the people to really see that God loves them deeply in their heart, in their lives. Yeah, and I feel like that is so important. Something that I hold close to my heart, everywhere I go. So, yeah.
So we can evangelize wherever we go.
Yeah. Are you doing that?
Yes. But, yes. Thank you so much, brother, for sharing with us and being here with us. But this is not the end. We want to hear more about your faith stories. So you will have to wait till next week for the next episode of COTTyard Revelations, where we will discover more about the delightful Brother Francis. See you next week.